So, waking up fresh this morning, and Rockstar Games has finally put out a statement, and we're going to talk about it. So, we're just going to jump straight into it. We're going to read what they said, and then we're going to have a bit of a conversation around it. So, dear all, we know that many of you have been waiting to hear from us regarding the events of the past week. It would be an understatement to say that having videos of Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay leak in this way has been heartbreaking for our team. And this is obviously not how we intended for you to see the game after all this time. We are very sorry that everything has taken as long as it has, from getting the game finished, nearly there. So they must not be quite done with it? Is that why it's still pushed out for as long as it is, or to sharing more details and official gameplay and providing the community with everything you want to know. We're very excited for everyone to see the extended look tomorrow. It has taken longer than we wanted to get it ready, but as with everything we do, we know we need to exceed your expectations, and we are determined to deliver at the level you expect and deserve. While it is unfortunate that the intended game experience may now be impacted by some spoilers, we hope that everyone will wait a bit longer to experience the game for themselves on November the 19th. We want to thank everyone in the community who has reached out with messages of support this past week. Your words have meant more to this team than you can imagine. Ultimately, we are making this game for you, and without you, we would not have the privilege of making games. We look forward to sharing more with you soon. Sincerely, Rockstar Games. Now, regarding this, it must be heartbreaking. Not so much for Take-Two Studios, but more for the devs that put in their time and their work, and all their efforts, poured in their heart and soul into what is one of the biggest and greatest game releases of all time. And I mean all time. This game has exceeded every expectation, every financial milestone, even no movie has even reached the pinnacle of this game. And, Rockstar does it well. They do. They leave us on a cliffhanger and it drags out and it drags out. And, the suspense has been building for so long. Look, I think that at the end of the day, when you hold on to something for this long, people are going to try and find something, some way, and obviously they did, of bringing this to the public. Massive uproar about, digital game versus physical disc copies and all that sort of stuff. And, my take on it is pretty much, we're moving into a digital world, okay? And I hate to be the sheep that follows along, but me personally, I couldn't care. I can't remember the last time I bought a physical disc. I can't remember the last time I wasn't connected to Wi-Fi or the internet. We're living in 2026. It's not that far-fetched that things will go fully digital, and it's not going to be. It won't be a problem. Now, I get for some countries, it's probably not, not the best, and I do understand that. But from where we're sitting here and now, this whole statement, I can guarantee you they've sat and they've thought about every possible, and this is why it's taken them so long to put out a statement. They would have sat there and they would have thought about every possible thing that they can say or do to get this guy or whoever this leaker is to stop leaking footage and gameplay. And I can guarantee you that pulling the release date forward for the game was almost certainly discussed in that boardroom. But in doing so, you're giving... he's essentially winning, right? And if we put it quite, bluntly, quite straightforward, he would have won. If you're like me, and you're not, if you're like me, I see GTA leaks and stuff, and I scroll straight past. If you want to preserve this game for you yourself, you want to see it for you won't look at anything. I've been well off social medias for quite a while now, like trying to avoid as much spoilers as possible for the GTA 6 release. And it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard. Every time you scroll, every second or third post is another gameplay video. And at the end of the day, I just swipe out and I'm like, you know what? That's enough. I'm not gonna keep looking. So, yes, it's a pain in the ass. Yes, it's hard. But if you really wanted to preserve it, then go ahead. You can do it, and I know you can. So, when it comes to the release of the game, I see so many people in what I like to call a state of delusion. You haven't seen the game, you haven't played the game, you haven't had a good in-depth feel, and people are just so used to falling in with everyone else's opinion when they haven't even really had the time or the experience of, or the time or the effort of diving into the game or the situation themselves and actually looking at it and making and forming their own opinions. It's so easy for these people just to, this is a trash game. It will never be what GTA 5 was. Well, good. I don't want it to be what GTA 5 was. I want GTA 5 to remain where it was. I want GTA 6 to be its own new thing. I don't want it to be exactly the same shit as what GTA 5 was. And I understand we live in a completely different world, and trust me when I say I'm a very certain type of person in this world where there's right from wrong. And I, for one, just think that GTA 6 will cross barriers for some people that don't like, obviously, a certain type of playstyle or people that is going to be represented in the game. Or I know it's supposed to be a little bit more inclusive and cultured and all this sort of stuff, but I can guarantee you there's still going to be some wild stuff in there that you're going to look back and go, holy hell, bro. Like, how can they still say that in today's day and age? And we don't know because we haven't played the game. We haven't actually sat here for 30, 40 hours and played the story mode of GTA 6. We can all speculate, and I understand speculation, but speculation is so dangerous. Because what that does is it forms a narrative and an opinion, and you get a herd of sheep behind you, and all they do is lead off of your words, and they will die with those words. All these big content creators, all these big stars, I saw a post from Ms. Kiff, right? And he's essentially shitting on GTA 6. And I'm like, I guarantee he's going to play it. I guarantee he's going to play it. But I guarantee you, in the same sentence, that 40% of his followers that saw that post is going to make their decision on playing the game purely based on what he said. So you're diminishing a player base purely by your words and your pull and your swing that you have as a content creator or as a review or whatever you are. Now, the Netflix release. This I mean, it is what it is. Netflix, August 27, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, for me, that falls at 5 a.m. on a Friday because I'm in Australia. But for other people, it obviously falls around the 3 p.m. mark. But it's going to release 4 hours later on YouTube. This isn't a solely Netflix. If you don't watch Netflix, you're not going to see the game. And that's how people are treating this. Like, how dare they? How dare they premiere this on Netflix? I'll tell you what. If you don't have a Netflix account, I can guarantee you know of a family member, someone that does have a Netflix account, okay, that can watch it. If you really so wanted to watch it at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 5 o'clock in the morning in Australia. I can guarantee you. It's just a game. Okay? It's just a extended look. It's going to release on YouTube. Just wait a couple more hours. It'll be fine. You're not going to die. The world isn't going to come to an end. Okay? Just calm. And this is the problem. This is the narrative that everyone's pushing. Well, how dare they do this? Why would they do this? Paywall, an extended look. They're not paywalling it. It's coming out 4 hours after they release it on Netflix. You're not going to miss out. For me, that works perfectly fine. I tell you, I'm going to be watching it on YouTube. I ain't getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning to try and watch this extended gameplay. No way in hell. I'm going to get up, go to work, going to do my stuff, and I'm going to watch it while I'm sitting in my office on YouTube when it releases. And it's as simple as that. People need to stop falling into these traps where they read these comments and these posts of people always just wanting to complain about something. Form your own narrative. Be your own person. That's what I like. If my channel is going to be one thing, it's going to be your opinion matters, but form your own opinion. Don't come in here and go, oh, you know, and pull someone else's opinion out of your hat and then bring it to me and go, here, that's my opinion. No, that's someone else's opinion. You're just hopping on that train and then, you know, see you later. Like, I will not pay you any attention whatsoever. I tell you that for free. But I'm excited for GTA 6. I really am. I've pre-ordered it. I couldn't give a shit about digital copy versus physical copy. I haven't bought a physical copy. I understand the drive behind it and why people are so angry. I get it. To me, it doesn't bother me. I mean, like I said, we're living in another day and age now. Like, the internet is abundant. It's everywhere. Wi-Fi's everywhere. Your phone's got hotspot. You know, we're not living back in the day where you were paying, you know, $100 for 50 gigs of data. You know, you got unlimited data now. You got unlimited Starlink, you know, all this sort of stuff. And I know it comes at a cost, but everything's digitalized. I can't remember the last time I walked into an EB Games. So all I can say is just for people to form their own narrative. Now, big up on Rockstar here for coming out, putting out a statement saying, hey guys, you know, this is how we feel. Massive plus from them. Massive plus from them for continuing to stick to that release date. I think that's a major positive for the company by not giving in to a cyber bully, essentially. And yes, I called him a cyber bully because, you know, no matter how big the guy in the schoolyard is, you know, they can be bullied too. So, and I genuinely think this game's taken this long because they wanted to step into the next level of gaming. And I think we're all going to see that November the 19th. I think we're really going to get a taste for what the next level is going to be. I, for one, I'm very excited. I'm not spoiling myself with all these spoilers on the social media platforms. As soon as this game releases, we'll be streaming this game 100%. They'll be streaming it over on TikTok, and it's gonna be good. I've taken time off work, so that I can, actually invest some time into this. This will be one of the biggest releases, like I said, of games ever. Yeah, I can't, if ever anyone from that dev team would watch my video, I tell you one thing for sure is that devs, I honestly, I feel for you. I really do. It must absolutely suck to have all your work just, thrown out into the wilderness like that. And yeah. They're still going to make it. I don't think that there's going to be any real big negatives from it. I think people that will want to save themselves are going to save themselves from seeing footage. I think that people that have made their minds up due to other people's stupid comments or stupid videos, I think, those people probably don't deserve to play it anyway. Don't want you there. But yeah, just make up your own mind. Form your own opinions. Be your own person. Wait for the game to release. Download the game, and if you don't like it, refund it. And it's as simple as that. So, from JT... yeah, that's the newest news from Rockstar Games.